first of all, thank you so much for giving us opportunity to interview you. My name is Amol Kolle. I am from College India team, and so first, my first question is, can you introduce yourself in brief?
Hello, I am Professor Nilaya Murthy, and I have educational qualifications of BCom, MBA Finance, MBA HR, and I am pursuing my PhD from Symbiosis International University. So right now I am holding the position of BMS coordinator at IndSearch Institute of Management Studies and Research, and I have a vast experience of 11 years in the teaching field.
Okay. So my next question is, you have held key positions of Education Institute throughout your professional career. So what keeps you connected with the education sector, and how has your experience been so far with this institute?
The basic need for education comes from the fact that the students or the youth of today are the future leaders of tomorrow. So education is one such area, or it is the prime area where we build students for the future, or we build leaders for the future, and that is the need for education which keeps us connected to this education field. And IndSearch Institute of Management Studies and Research has been there since 50 years. This is the 50th glorious year where IndSearch has provided management education to the individuals across overall the country, and as well as outside the country as well.
Yep.
So since we also have a MOU with Wisconsin University, Parkside, US. So we see to it that our students get exposure not only in the country but outside the country as well. And spanning about the experience at IndSearch is such an institute where the students are created, or they are molded in such a way that they become future good, ethical future leaders whatever key positions they hold in various organizations, various companies, and even at a government level which they hold. So it is very instrumental IndSearch as an institute in molding the student in an ethical way and in a futuristic way.
Okay, ma'am. Nice to hear that. So my next question is, ma'am, being the BMS coordinator at IndSearch Institute of Management Studies and Research, Pune, what are your roles and responsibilities towards this institute?
Okay, so I have been the BMS coordinator, that is Bachelor of Management Studies coordinator. And since the students entering after 12th are raw, so we see to it that the students get different type of inputs. Apart from the classroom inputs, we have also various mentoring sessions, we have counseling sessions, and we see to it that the student not only fits in the institute, but they also bring out the best versions of themselves. So that is the major responsibility, and making the students understand the importance of the management education is what we look at from the student's perspective.
Okay. So ma'am, my next question is, do you have any extracurricular activities or programs to enhance the skills of the student or expose them to the real world challenges?
Yes, we do have various extracurricular, co-curricular activities. So in extracurricular activities, co-curricular activities, there are guest lectures where industry experts come and talk to the students. Okay. Then we have various activities where students are practically told to implement the principles of management which they are taught. For example, there is this food festival where students are themselves, they prepare the costing, they themselves bring the raw material, they prepare, and they also market the food and sell the food. So the whole activity is of entrepreneurship. Plus, they also understand the financials of it. They understand the marketing part of it. So, such type of activities inculcate the practical use of knowledge. Then we do have internships. We have annual events, management events like Athan, where the students themselves again do the management part of it, like campaigning. They bring in the students, they manage the students, and they host the event themselves. So we have personality development workshops, SARC Charter Day, where students themselves are representatives of different countries. So they see what is the economic situation, political situations in and around our country, and what can be done for the welfare of the other countries as well. Then we do have encourage sports activities. Definitely, we have certain national level players also with us in the college. And extension activities are done where we have national service scheme where our students are a part of various social activities, extension activities. Then we have activities like traffic awareness, communal harmony, and giving back to the society.
Okay.
So all this we see as a part of extracurricular and co-curricular activities.
Okay, so my next question is, how does the curriculum of IndSearch Institute of Management and Studies and Research, Pune, ensures that the students are being prepared for the future?
So, from the initial stages itself, when the student is entering in the program, the Bachelor of Management Studies program and the Bachelor of Business Administration program, the student's levels are seen, what the student requires and what is required to enhance that student's personality. Academic wise, yes, definitely, but also the student's personality as well. So the institute ensures that we give the students inputs related to the exams as well as related to life situations as well. So we have various skill development courses also where we ensure that the students go through a whole 360-degree transformation, where from the starting, along with the academic subjects, they are also given communication skills, they are given computers knowledge, technical knowledge, and they are given knowledge of various ethics, they are given knowledge of values.
Okay.
And also certain practical inputs where case studies are introduced to the students, presentations are introduced, group discussions are introduced. So the student is developed in every area, not only in education or academics, but also as a personality, as a value-based student. And also communication skills are improved from the time the student enters to the time the student gets the placement. So everything is taken care of in the curriculum itself.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, my next question is, how do you try to bring up a practical approach towards subjects and make it industry-oriented?
Subjects, because we have a concurrent evaluation pattern.
Okay.
So the written exam being only one part of it, we ensure that the students go through various quizzes. Then they have role plays, group discussions, presentations. Then also they have different kind of industrial visits which are given. The exposure is given to them. And where when they go to the industry, they see how certain processes are being carried out, whether it is a manufacturing industry, whether it is a service industry, what the processes are carried out. So this change is seen in there. Along with that, we also have various book reviews where we encourage the students to read about various leaders and read about the autobiographies of various leaders. So all this is inculcated in the classroom sessions itself, along with the teaching, the classroom teaching. So that gives them an edge over the other students.
Okay.
And also we have one-on-one mentoring sessions, which is again a part of the whole curriculum, where students are easily able to tell us their various professional issues or how or what career they want to choose. So this all is inculcated in the curriculum as a teaching pedagogy.
Okay. So my next question is, ma'am, what would you like people to know about your institute? They may not know.
So IndSearch Institute of Management Studies and Research has always focused on developing the students, and it has been there since last 50 years in management education. So we provide quality education to the students, and we have Bachelor of Management Studies, we have Masters of Business Administration, and we have diploma courses as well. And in Bachelor of Management Studies, we have also computer applications and business analytics, which is the very much need of the hour. And your supply chain management is also there, which has been introduced so that the students get maximum exposure towards the industry, and they are becoming employable. Not only we are making them educated, but along with that, it is also we are making them employable. And one more thing, we also have a MOU with Wisconsin Parkside University, US, where we, after the student completes the bachelor's or our master's, we have the scope of sending the students for pursuing their 1-year MS in US.
Okay.
Yes, and that also without the entrance test.
Okay.
Yes.
So my last question is that any suggestion you would like to give to the current youth and aspiring students?
Okay. So the current, the millennials or the current students have lot of knowledge of technology. But I would suggest that they should use it in a constructive way. They should get into the habit of reading not necessarily very much technical inputs, but get into the habit of reading and assimilating knowledge. Use technology in an appropriate way, because they have everything at their fingertips today. So
Right.
they have to use it in a constructive way and take maximum advantage of the classroom learning, because only when the student comes in the classroom they can get all these types of exposure. Even the student sitting next to the student can provide lot of inputs in the class, and they open themselves up in such a way that they become future leaders, they become future managers. So coming to the classroom is also very much important, which the students sometimes fail to understand.
Okay.
And there is where they will get the fundamentals correct, or the basics correct, through which they are able to appear for interviews or crack interviews and get a good placement. So that is the necessity of the art.
Okay. So ma'am, thank you so much for giving us opportunity to interview you. And thank you so much for sharing your valuable knowledge. Thank you.
Thank you.